So the next question is this. Yeah, as you said, many of the students have considered option D. Yeah, exactly option D it is. Because here you can solve this problem using two different techniques. So let me consider one by one, okay? So first let me move into traditional method. Square root under x minus 1. Therefore, clearly x minus 1 should be greater than or equals to 0. Therefore, x should be greater than or equals to 1. Okay, x should be greater than or equals to 1. Immediately, you can rule out these two options. X should be greater than or equals to 1. And one more concept, cos inverse functions domain is from -1 to 1. Okay, so -1 less than or equals to root of x minus 1. Whatever may be inside, it should be from -1 to +1. Okay, therefore square root, this condition is not necessarily, so -1 it should be greater than -1. No need to consider this one, because already square root will be greater than -1 itself. This condition, root of x minus 1 less than or equals to 1 is enough, because so what are the conditions? Square root of x minus 1 should be greater than or equals to -1, less than or equals to +1. Definitely it will be greater than or equals to -1 for every value, because it's a square root function. So ultimately it is greater than or equals to -1. Therefore no need to consider, only consider this one. If you consider square for this, x minus 1 should be less than or equals to 1. So x should be less than or equals to 2. Therefore greater than or equals to 1, less than or equals to 2. Okay, so this is one method. This is traditional method. Now I say this is a question which can be decided on the options also. The answer can be decided on the options also. That is, if you substitute 0, 2, if you substitute 0, 2, if you substitute 0, then what happens? Square root of 0 minus 1, which is root minus 1, which is not defined. Even x greater than or equals to 1 means there also you can leave this option. X greater than or equals to 1 means there also you can leave this option, because here it is from 0. You have 0 also. Okay. So then if you substitute all these options other than D, somewhere it will not be defined. Okay. Therefore, if it is not defined, then it cannot be domain. If it is defined, then it will be domain. So it is option D. Next question. Excellent. Excellent. So some students are giving C, and some students are mentioning D. Okay. So here sine inverse of pi by 3 plus cos inverse of pi by 3. So we have one result, sine inverse of x plus cos inverse of x is equals to pi by 2. While teaching inverse trigonometry, we say the values you are writing beside of this will be very, very important. That is, we write x from -1 to +1. X from -1 to +1 here. Sine inverse of pi by 3. Pi is 3.142. 3.142 divided by 3 definitely will be greater than 1. Therefore, sine inverse function will not be defined for those values. Even cos inverse will not be defined for those. Therefore, this does not exist. This one will not be exist. Okay. So if it is sine inverse of pi by 6 plus cos inverse of pi by 6 cos inverse of pi by 6, then you could have write the outside cos will be there, then you could have write it as cos pi by 2 is equals to 0. But here it is not defined. Sine inverse of pi by 3 is not defined. Remember, in inverse trigonometric function, y is equals to sine inverse of x means x is a real number, y is an angle. But so immediately by looking at this, you may think like pi by 3, yeah, pi by 3 is agreed for sine inverse. No. So minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 is the value for sine inverse of x. That is for y, not for x. X should be in between minus 1 to plus 1, does not exist. Yes, very good. Very good, option B. No, it is not A. It is B, because you consider you need to find a raised to 4. First of all, let me find a square. So this problem is on matrix chapter. Okay, it's a very easy question. A square is a into A. A square is a into A is equals to, if you multiply A into A, then it will be 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So if you get the identity matrix A square is equals to I, okay, then A raised to 4 is equals to I raised to 2. If you multiply identity matrix any number of times, okay, then it will be identity matrix itself. Therefore, it is option B. No need to find A cube. If you move into traditional methods, then finding A first, A square next, A cube next, A raised to 4 next, no, it will be time consuming. You need to use the results like this. If you multiply identity matrix by identity matrix itself, then the resultant is also identity matrix. So here they have mentioned a few values. Okay, they have mentioned few values. Yes, option B is right. Yeah, correct. But so almost for all the problems on determinants, I will not go for the actual expansion. If you move into expansion, actual expansion, you will be died in this problem itself. X cube minus x into x square minus x into 0 minus x minus c into c plus x. No, you cannot solve the problem. So first of all, let me find what is f of 0. So I will substitute x is equals to 0. I will substitute x is equals to 0. If I substitute x is equals to 0, this is 0, a, b, minus a, 0, c, minus b, this is minus c, this is 0. Okay, so I can write this determinant is equals to 0 because I have one shortcut for CET, that is determinant, the value of the determinant of a skew symmetric matrix of odd order. The value of the determinant of a skew symmetric matrix of odd order is always 0. Means if the determinant is a skew symmetric means the principal diagonals are 0, then if this element is a, this should be minus a. If this is b, this is minus b. If this is c, this is minus c. Then no need to calculate anything. Immediately answer is 0. So we got 0 by substituting x is equals to 0. Therefore, f of 0 is equals to 0. F of 0 will be 0. So I will give you one more determinant. So after the class, you evaluate that value and confirm the result. Okay, 0, 0, 0, minus 2, 2, 3, minus 3, 5, minus 5. This is also a skew symmetric determinant of odd order. Skew symmetric determinant of odd order. This should also is equals to 0. This value also should be equals to 0. You try this. So these all concept will be explaining in the upcoming classes. Okay, determinant of many shortcuts. We have many shortcuts like this. The skew symmetric determinant of an odd order is 0. Therefore, here f of 0 is 0 because by substituting x is equals to 0, we got the value of the determinant as 0. X is equals to 0 means f of 0 is 0. Next problem. Okay, so no idea regarding this. Okay, somebody answered. No, it is not C. It is not C. No, it is not D. No, it is not D. Okay, so here also A1, A2, A3, so on up to A9 are in AP, then the value of, they have asked, then the value of. Here also, let me substitute the values for A1, A2, so on up to A9. Determinant, hardly I will go for the traditional methods. I substitute some values for the determinant, all the determinant problems. So here I will consider 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I will consider this determinant. So then A1, A2, so on up to A9 are in AP is equals to, so it is 45 minus 48 minus 3 minus 2 into 36 minus 42 minus 6 plus 3 into 5. Okay, so this is equals to minus 15 plus 15, 0. But A1 plus A9 will give you, A1 plus A9 will give you 10, not 1. And 9 by 2 into A1 plus A1 and A9 will also not give you the answer. So this option B will be the answer. But how? You should know two different concept. Log of e to the base e. In fact, log of a to the base a is equals to how much? 1, because a raised to 1 will give you a. A raised to 1 will give you a. So log of anything to the base same will be 1. So log 1 will be 0. Therefore, this 0 can be considered as log of e. Log of e. Hence, it is option B. Next question. So this is a problem on differentiation. This is a differentiation problem. So we have one result in differentiation. A raised to x plus a raised to y. A raised to x plus a raised to y is equals to a raised to x plus y. A raised to x plus y. Then dy by dx. Then dy by dx is equals to minus of dy by dx is equals to minus of a raised to y minus x. So I will explain how this shortcut holds also. So in classes, let me explain how this one will be the shortcut for this. So let me derive this in class. But this is the shortcut. Okay. Therefore, immediately by looking at this, you can say option A will be correct. Option A will be correct. Because in place of A, we have 2. One more result is there in differentiation, that is x raised to m plus y raised to n. We have x raised to m into y raised to into, okay, x raised to m into y raised to n, not this plus into. x raised to m into y raised to n is equals to x plus y raised to m plus n, x plus y raised to m plus n, then dy by dx, then dy by dx is equals to minus y by x raised to m into y raised to n is equals to x plus y raised to m plus n, then always dy by dx is equals to minus y by x. For example, you may have x square into y cube. X square into y cube is equals to x plus y raised to 5. X plus y raised to 5. Then no need to solve this problem. Immediately you can write the answer as minus y by x. In fact, plus y by x, the result will be plus y by x here, not minus y by x. The result will be plus y by x in this case. So I will show how to consider this result, okay? But you need to remember the result. So in 2019 CET, there was a problem. 2019 CET, there was a problem. Cube root of y into root x is equals to sixth root of x plus y raised to 5. X plus y raised to 5. Okay, so then dy by dx, they have asked dy by dx. If you simplify here, then it is y raised to 1 by 3 into x raised to 1 by 2 is equals to x plus y raised to 5 by 6. Therefore, definitely it is above form itself. It will be above form. Immediately you can say the answer will be y by x. The options were y by x, x by y, x plus y, x minus y. The answer will be y by x here. Next, this is a problem on integration. These all questions are 2020 questions. CET 2020. So, those who knows differentiation and integration, students say that, sir, integration is a bit difficult than differentiation. Differentiation is easy, sir, because in differentiation, we don't have different rules. In integration, the problem may be integration by substitution, problems may be integration by parts, problem may be integration by partial fraction, and it may be on trigonometric identities. But in differentiation, no, there will be some rules. U into V, U by V, there are some rules. But differentiation is much easier than integration. So students say this. For those students, so the hint I'm giving now will be very, very important and very, very easier also. So what I'm going to say is, if the question is indefinite integral, then simply differentiate the options. And so whatever may be the given integral, that will be the correct answer. By differentiating option, if you differentiate option A and get this e raised to sin x into sin 2x, then that one will be the answer, because integration is the inverse process of differentiation. So d by dx of sin x is equals to cos x means integration of cos x is sin x. So what is the meaning of that? What is integration of cos x means? By differentiating which function, you will get cos x as answer. Here also, integration of e raised to sin x into sin 2x means what? By differentiating which function, you will get e raised to sin x into sin 2x as answer. So simply differentiate the options and tell me the option. So here answer is mentioned, okay? So already the answer, I have mentioned the answer, option D. So let me show how option D will be correct. I will not differentiate option A, B, C, because already here answer is mentioned. So if you differentiate option D, then first function e raised to sin x as it is. e raised to sine x into derivative of sine x minus 1 will be cos x. Integration of sine x minus 1 is cos x plus second function is sin x minus 1. Second function is sin x minus 1 into differentiation of e raised to sin x is e raised to sin x into cos x. So this is equals to, so this one will be equals to 2 into, you can take e raised to sin x outside. E raised to sin x outside. What will be inside? So inside term will be, here it is cos x. So here it is cos x plus, here it is sin x into cos x. Sin x into cos x. Here it is minus cos x. So this cos x and cos x get cancels. So you remain with 2. This 2 can be shifted here. This 2 can be shifted here. Then it will be 2 sin x into cos x. So 2 sin x into cos x is sin 2x, which is e raised to sin x into sin 2x into sin 2x, which is the given integral. Okay. Otherwise, this problem can be solved using integration also. So you may say that, sir, you are not explaining the problems of integration on the basis of integration. So please explain it according to integration. So that's what the methods I use. Integration hardly needs integration. So next, see application of integration problems in state board. They are very lengthy problems, but I will not use integration in application of integration problems. Simply I use geometry and some algebra. Okay. So here, if you want to go for integration itself, then you need to write this integral as, integration of sin x into 2 sin x into cos x. 2 sin x into cos x dx. You need to substitute sin x is equals to t. Then it is e raised to t, 2 outside, e raised to t into, so here t, e raised to t into t, integration by parts. You need to use integration by parts. Next problem. The value of minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2 cos inverse of x dx. This is also a question of 2020 Karnataka CET. Yes, it is option A. Actually, only cos inverse of x. If you want to find only cos inverse of x integration, then you will go for parts by writing one function as 1 into cos inverse of x dx. But it will be very lengthier method. So here what I will do, minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2. So I can see this minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2. So I have a property from minus a to a. In integration, I have a property from minus a to a. Sometimes it is 0, sometimes it is 2 times 0 to a. So it is 0 if it is odd function, and this is even function. Now, cos inverse of function, even or odd? So how to check a function is even or odd? F of x is equals to cos inverse of x. If f of minus x is equals to f of x, then it is even. Then it is even. If f of minus x is equals to minus of f of x, then it is odd. Now, what is cos inverse of minus x? Whether cos inverse of minus x is equals to cos x, cos inverse of x? No. Whether cos inverse of minus x is equals to minus of cos inverse of x? No. Therefore, this is neither even nor odd. Nano function it is neither even nor odd. But I can convert cos inverse into sine inverse. That sine inverse is a odd function. Sine inverse satisfies this condition. F of minus x is equals to minus of f of x, because sine inverse of minus x is minus of sine inverse of x. Therefore, I will convert this one as minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2. Pi by 2 minus sine inverse x. Pi by 2 minus sine inverse x dx. Okay. Therefore, so it will be. So sine inverse x means you can split this one as minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2 pi by 2 dx. So in CET, one more thing is very important. While calculating this in the rough space, you should not write this as the dx and everything. Okay, you should not write this. And even if I'm solving this problem, so I will not write the integration of sine inverse of x as 0 also, because this one will be 0. Integration of sine inverse x from minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2 will be 0, because it's an odd function. Therefore, we only remain with pi by 2. Integration of pi by 2 will be pi by 2 into x from minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2. Therefore, this is equals to, so 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 will give you 1. Therefore, it is pi by 2 into 1. Therefore, option A it is. It will be option A. Next, this one. So one second, previous problem. So this was for 2020. This question was for 2020. In 2019, we have a similar question, that is integration from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 cot inverse of x dx. Cot inverse of x dx. So both are exactly same. Here you need to convert this function as minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, pi by 2 minus tan inverse of x dx, because tan inverse of x is odd function. We have a shortcut for integration by partial fraction also. Here the answer is mentioned, it is C, but how to calculate that? So let me consider. See here, whenever these denominators are direct linear functions. So linear function means x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3 like this, or x minus 4, x plus 1, x plus 2. Even it may be 3x minus 1, 3x plus 2, whatever may be the denominator. But when in case of 3x minus 1, it will be a bit different. But here I'm explaining for x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3. Easily we can calculate the values for a, b, c. Definitely the terms will be log of x minus 1, log of x minus 2, log of x minus 3 will be there. Definitely in the integration, these three terms will be there. But to consider or to calculate the constant, I will explain the very simplest method. To find a, so you need to consider this x minus 1. A is the coefficient of x minus 1. Okay. A is the coefficient of x minus 1. Therefore, you should look at when this x minus 1 becomes 0. So what you need to do? It is the coefficient of x minus 1. It is the coefficient of x minus 1. You need to equate it to 0. Implies x is equals to 1. Now, you need to substitute x is equals to 1 in remaining terms. Remaining terms means other than x minus 1. Other than x minus 1, you need to substitute x is equals to 1. So that is 3 into 1 plus 1 divided by 1 minus 2 is minus 1. 1 minus 3 is minus 2. Minus 2. Okay. So this is equals to. So 4 divided by 2. So 2. It will be 2. Therefore, immediately this option B is ruled out. Option D is ruled out. So in sometimes in CET, what happens means there will be only one option with that A is equals to 2. Then you should not calculate the values for B and C also. The time is very, very important. That's why. But here option A and C both contains, option A and C both contains 2. Therefore, both are differing this value of C. Both value of B is same in both cases. Therefore, I will not find B, but in CET examination, I will not find B, but here I will explain how to find B also. Okay. So to find B, what I will do? B is from x minus 2. B is the coefficient of x minus 2. Therefore, equate x minus 2 into 0. That is x is equals to 2. And substitute x is equals to 2 other than this term x minus 2. Substitute x is equals to 2. Leave that term outside. So leave this term. Substitute x is equals to 2.